All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do at the beginning of the end of my videos. Check it out. Before we start, y'all, I got a lot of videos. Look on the video tab section on this channel. Scroll down, read the titles. If you see a title that you like and you're interested in watching, click on it and watch it. Give me some feedback, whether it's positive or negative. I appreciate the support. That's how y'all can support me, y'all. Click and watch the videos. I got a lot of videos, y'all, and I still make videos day to day, y'all. So I promise you, when you go down the titles, it's going to be something that you're going to want to see. Also, write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com if you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something, you have a business venture. Write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com. So let's keep it rolling with this this video. So let's talk about it. Long distance relationships. Let's talk about it. So, can long distance relationships work? Now, let me tell y'all something. I had a long distance relationship. I had a long distance relationship two times in my life, right? The first time I had a long distance relationship, I was out of high school. It was me and my girlfriend at the time. She's still my homegirl, man. We went to school together, right? So she's still my homegirl. I see on Facebook like that, man, stuff like that. You know who you is. I ain't calling your name out. We still tight. You know what I'm saying? She married and everything, kids and everything. You know, everybody grew up. This is stuff when I'm 40 years old, y'all. So I'm talking about something that was when we was 17 or 18 years old. So you know how long ago this was, right? So, but we talking about it. So I'm just saying it to, you know, go along with talking about the long distance relationships. So anyway, because I know on my channel I always give perspective from my life or from people that I personally know. This is how I get my perspective from men and from women. A man because I'm a man, and I get my perspective from women because of the women that I know, the women I come across, right? So I'm not the type of person that before I get the story, y'all, I'm not the type of person that tell women how to be women. You know, that's not me. I'm a man. I can't iron sharpens iron. You know, you need another woman, an older woman, to tell a younger woman how to be a woman. That's not my job. I don't do that. I don't tell women how to be women. I just tell brothers, hey, these are how women are. I ain't telling them how you should be. So because I'm just going off experiences of women that I grew up with, like whether it be my mother, my aunts, my granny, you know, my homegirls, just women that I've known because I grew up in a house full of women. So I kind of got some understanding of women, right? So anyway, going back to the story, right, about long distance relationships. It ain't funny, y'all, because I really got hurt on this. So anyway, my girlfriend at the time, we was off and on through high school. She went to the military. We called ourselves, you know, still dating. It's gonna be. We said, look, we gonna make it work. She gonna go to the military. When she get time to come back in, we gonna see each other, be together. You know, I said okay. I felt like I really liked her. I was like, it's a stress because I'm fresh out of high school, you know, trying to see about trying to go to college, work or whatever. So, you know, I'm going to try to make this work. I'm going to try to make this long distance relationship work. Long story short, she finally came back from the military. I don't know if it wasn't on a leave or anything. I guess they had to break. I can't remember. I think she might have came back 6-7 months later, y'all. So this is 6-7 months later. This is not able to touch her, not able to see her. I will write her. I do remember that back in the day. I will write her letters. She would write me almost like she was in jail, right? But she was in the military. And so she finally, I'm trying to remember, y'all. I think I want to say it was 6 months later when I seen her after high school, she went off into the military. So she came back. I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't seen her. I ain't touched her. I ain't felt her. You know, I ain't had no sex. I wasn't cheating or nothing. I said, all right, I'm gonna see her. You know, this is some build up. I'm finna do my thing. We finna get it. We finna put it in. We finna get it in. You know, we finna put it down. We finna get it in. And I see her. She come to, I was still living at home with my mama, y'all, you know what I'm saying, fresh out of high school. And she come, knock on the door, she got a full military outfit on. I'm like, okay, all right, you on some G.I. Jane stuff. You know what I'm saying? You on some G.I. Jane shit. You know, y'all seen the movie G.I. Jane with Demi Moore. You know, that's a movie back in the day. But she on some G.I. Jane shit. So I'm like, all right, cool, you looking good, da-da-da. So I try to take her to my room, like, all right, good hug and stuff like that. I'm trying to get some because it's like, yo, we ain't seen each other, ain't been around each other so many months. It's been a long time. She stops. She don't let me get some. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I know you got the outfit on, but let's take the outfit off. Or if you want to leave the outfit on, we can role play. This how I'm thinking as a 17, 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, y'all, she turned me down. She said, she said she married. She got married in the military, y'all. She not to her husband now, y'all. That was her first husband. Yeah, she got married. She said, nah, I can't do that. I got married. I was like, what? You got married? So that was the first long distance relationship I was involved in. It was bad, y'all. I waited. I promise y'all I did not cheat or nothing like that. I really was faithful. I was writing her on a regular basis. I knew when she came back, it was going to be on. We was going to get it in. It didn't happen. That made a way for the next man to get get in her ear. Because you know, I'm not in the picture. You know, that was the first time. The second time he been in a long distance relationship was before his female I met off of social media. Me and her was cool for a long time off of social media. You know what I'm saying? And we was cool for a long time, for years. Just never seen each other. Just always talk, text on the, talk on the phone, text on the phone. Just nothing serious. Because this is social media. You just meet somebody, they see your profile. You see their profile. Somebody get in the inbox and say, "Oh, you cute. Well, I like your photos," and then you go from there, right? And you get the number, and nothing really gonna happen because you in a whole nother state, they're in a whole nother state. Maybe y'all might fly and see each other once or twice or whatever, but it's long distance, so I didn't think nothing of it. But we never met up anything like that all those years up until the time I was single at the time. And she ended up moving to Texas, in another city. So I drove to the city to see her. Man, we had a dope weekend because we've been talking and texting for years, but we finally got to really be around each other. It was cool. Good. It was a good weekend. I left, drove back home, and then somewhat after that, we kind of decided to see what this thing was gonna be, relationship type of thing, and it was long distance. We kind of was trying to make some arrangements, like, okay, all right, I guess we could see each other every other weekend. And it was short-lived. It was short-lived. It really didn't. It kind of like, the situation happened, and it played out or whatever, right? But my advice to people when it comes to long-distance relationships is, can it work? My advice to it is, it just depends. If someone is in the military, and I'm saying this even though my ex-girlfriend way back in the day was in the military. If you're married already, and your spouse is in the military and then they got to be stationed off or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And more likely sometimes the spouse, you will go with your spouse wherever city they move to in the military. They can move you on base or whatever. Or sometimes they might get shipped off and then you might have to stay. That will be a situation, or that could work, right? Or, you got a man that works a blue collar job or even a white collar job or whatever. They work a job. Let's just say a job. They work a certain job that they got to go out of town a lot, and then they got to be gone. You got some jobs, like some brothers. They got brothers that work offshore work. They might be gone. They might work for 2-3 months at a time and come back. But the pretty much is they pretty much be married. My thing is that a long distance relationship can work if you're married. That's my whole thing. Because when you're married, we know that this is okay. We took vows together. We possibly got kids together. So we're going to try to make this dynamic work. We understand that, okay, you doing this because you trying to make the money for the family and bring it back to the family. We got to understand it. So we do what we got to do. Whether we got a phone sex, FaceTime, whatever, FaceTime sex or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got to do whatever to make this relationship work, this marriage work in a long distance relationship. If you're dating somebody and it's long distance and y'all not married, so there's nothing really solid, I don't really see it working. I just don't, on men and women part. I see women trying to hold it down. It's just like jail, right? It's just like if a brother go to jail. You might got a woman that's going to stay solid with you maybe a year, about a year and a half. After about 2 years, and she holding strong with you. After about 2 years, you locked up, brothers, you locked up 3 and 4, 5, you locked up 10 years and all that. Man, your woman's gonna be gone. She gonna be, or she's holding out for you. She finna be getting hers. You know what I'm saying? While you locked away. This is why I tell my brothers, think about everything. When you out here trying to hit a lick and do something, and you take penitentiary chances, you go to jail. You got a fine woman, and you got your woman period. You go to jail, you get locked up for 5 years, 10 years. Man, it take a special woman to hold you down for that many years. But at the same time, best believe she human. At the end of the day, she gonna get hers, and that's if she hold you down that long. This is why I say long distance relationships only work unless it's something concrete like marriage. That's the only way, because I've seen situations where in regular relationships, you try to make it work. It don't work. Especially if y'all are young enough, especially if y'all in y'all 20s, 30s. Long distance relationships don't really work if there's nothing solid. Because it's too, people need reassurance in relationships. People need a physical touch to secure, to make that person feel comfortable in that relationship. And the further you are distant apart from each other, it's hard for you to do that. It's hard for you to do that, especially in a relationship you still trying to build and get to know each other. Maybe you might try to work on it. You might try to y'all might try to fly out to see each other. But even then, man, that start getting expensive. And by this time, you like, you know what? Shit, I probably end up meeting somebody in my own city. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless the person just say, hey, unless you move the person to your city or you move to that city, that's about the only way. But long distance relationships, y'all, and dating, it really, in my personal opinion, I from my own experience to a few people I know that tried long distance relationships, y'all, it really don't work. It really don't work unless the person's married. And even then, I know personal situations of someone getting cheated on. I know personal situations, like I said, of a woman saying she cheated because her man was gone. She needed to she needed some companionship. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot to think about when it comes to long distance relationships. You have to really have a deep bond with this person. Let me say that. Anything, because there's always exceptions to the rules. But 9 times out of 10, especially if you're young. Now, if you're older, like if you're in your 40s, you know what I'm saying, and up, and you doing long distance relationships, okay, it might work because you older, you a little bit more settled down. You know what I mean? You a little bit more settled down, so it may work. But if you in your 20s, in your early 30s, man, you gonna be like, you gonna get tired of it, man and women. You gonna be tired of it. You gonna wanna see somebody on a regular basis, even if you know somebody in your same city and y'all see each other every other day. You still, even though y'all don't live together, y'all see each other every other day, every few days. You still got access to that person in the physical form versus somebody that's in a whole nother state, a whole nother city that you might see every couple of weeks. You know, so that's what I say, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you feel like long distance relationships really work? Do you? Write it, tell me in the comments. But that's all I want to talk about. I just want to make that quick video about long distance relationships. Like I said, I don't believe that long distance relationships work unless it's something solid as in marriage. That's the only way. But if you're dating in this long distance relationship and you younger, I don't see it working. Man or woman, I don't see a man or woman putting up with it not for too long. I think it might try to happen. Y'all might try to make it work, but if nobody makes the move to that city, or they move to your city, it ain't gonna work. But y'all let me know. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all. One love. I'm out.